Okay.
But I
Yeah.
believe in God. I do. I think there are many things that science can explain. There are certain things science can't explain.
Okay. Good. I'm done. That's enough for me. No need to go further.
Why? Why?
He said there are things that science cannot explain.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Like, if it's if you guys want, we can waste the time, but
Isn't
it's a
that
waste of time.
the Huberman guy?
Um, don't know. I don't know. This is
The
from
easy
Daily
to.
Dose of Wisdom. You know that channel, right?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. So science, there are things that science cannot explain. Therefore, God did it. Okay, cool. And what do we call this? Argument from ignorance. That's a very famous logical mistake. We don't know, or scientists they don't know. Therefore, God did it. It's a terrible logical mistake. But anyway, let's check more.
Yeah, play.
But I'll even go a step further, which is that
The clip that we're about to watch is something that I'm really excited about. It's Andrew Huberman, who you probably know. He's all over the internet. He's a super famous neuroscientist. He's been on Joe Rogan, and
Oh,
he gets into
super
talking about
famous.
his faith in God. As far as I'm aware, for the first time, or at least one of the first times, or for whatever reason, this one is getting more attention than others. It's a really amazing clip. I love how he articulates what prayer and what belief in
Oh,
God
they're talking
means
about
to him
prayer.
and the effect that it has in his life. Thing in particular, let's
You mentioned it last night, and this had me thinking. It's like when you think how all that works, I have to take an aside and
Oh, he was also reacting, so that's not from his channel. Okay.
say, how could that happen in nature is without a creator?
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, you see, even this dude started with. They're the same guys, or the neuroscientist is the other guy.
so
No,
well, here's the
that's
thing.
not
I mean,
Andrew Huberman.
Okay. So you see, like he's asking in a way that he should appeal to argument from ignorance, like how I cannot explain, right?
A loaded question.
Yeah, he's just like opening the gates to the argument from ignorance. Fuck.
we know that the programs, meaning genes, so genes, DNA, and there's DNA, then there's RNA, and then there's proteins.
Okay, tell me who is this? Like at least reminds who.
Who it reminds you of?
Yeah,
DNA, RNA?
yeah.
Jordan Peterson?
No. Someone
No?
here from
Oh,
YouTube.
the guy who was talking. What's his
Martin.
name?
Martin.
No, oh, no, I thought that you meant the other guy, the one
Which
that
one?
you were talking to yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago.
No.
JT, was it?
Oh no. JP, no. JP was not talking
Yeah,
about
JT.
DNA that much, but Martin always speaks about DNA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. By the way, I have seen him recently on Taco again. I think.
Martin?
Yeah. I was last week or maybe 10 days ago. I'm not sure.
I thought he was gone.
Yeah.
I thought he was raptured.
Raptured. Seemingly not.
And proteins are the action end of the game where they say, hey, like grow over here, don't grow over there, become this kind of cell, dopamine cell or a serotonin cell. We know that those mechanisms are incredibly well conserved from mice to humans. Now, certain things happen in the human brain that you don't see in other species, like the elaboration of the parts of the brain that are involved in context and planning, especially.
Okay, it's basically saying that our intelligence is different than the other animals. Okay, so what?
But the memory systems, the ones that control hormones, breathing, heart rate, they're very similar. Not exactly the same, but very similar.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I mentioned today to another guy about similarities.
When you start to study and understand brain development, as I did, or neuroplasticity, or dopamine, you have to, meaning, I don't care if you're an atheist, agnostic, or believer in creator. You have to step back and just go, wow, wow.
Okay, appealing to emotion is on the scene right now.
I mean, I agree. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, like here's the thing. This is my question to all believers so far if they quote what he said. Imagine you're able to look at your God. Imagine that. Don't you think you can give a similar reaction? Like, oh, okay. I think you can. Maybe even more, a bigger reaction. And I believe
yes.
it deserves bigger reaction, guys. Okay. Please don't offend your God if you see him.
Yeah.
What does that mean? That means your God has a creator
Creator.
too?
Oh, that's a good point.
They don't think like that. Unfortunately, they don't think. Let's see.
Now, then, of course, there's this difference among scientists as to who believes in God, who doesn't. I'll just go on record. I'm very comfortable saying I believe in God. I do. I think there are many things that science can explain. There are certain things science can't explain.
Hmm.
But I'll even go a step further, which is that all the elements of science are entirely compatible with the idea of there being a God. And I'm not the first scientist to say this. I mean, Einstein believed in God.
I don't know, Julie. How they're doing science? Look, how they're doing science with this, you know,
Hmm.
broken logic.
Well,
Neuroscience.
it doesn't have to correlate, I guess.
Why,
I
Julie?
mean,
Like, if you don't understand basic logic, this is basic logic, and he doesn't understand.
sure, but they don't work with logic, right? They work with very specific, very physical things. So they just make a lot of mistakes, a lot of Nobel prizes. I think that the phenomenon even has a name. They all believed in some very crazy stuff, and it's like a bias. It's like if you think you're smart enough in one field, you think that you can have the answers in all of them.
It's weird. Like, look, like the claim that he said. I mean, the example he has given. It's not different than regular people joining here in this room, right? They say
Yep.
even Einstein believed in God. Oh, wow! So that's why it must be true, right?
The argument for false authority, and then you'll have
Uh,
someone saying, "Well, Andrew Huberman believes in God, so therefore."
but why no one buys from the believer side when we say, like even Richard Dawkins doesn't believe in God. Like,
Yeah,
why no one says that even Richard Dawkins doesn't believe in God? Like, maybe we should say that.
I'm,
Maybe we
I'm
should
gonna
make
start using that.
like a motto. Even he doesn't believe in it. Like
Yeah,
that. That's a good example. Like then that means there's no God.
I bet we can find more names also.
Yeah.
Carl Jung, one of the greatest psychologists ever, clearly believed in God. There are many atheist scientists. There are agnostic scientists who are just kind of like unsure, right? And, for me, I'm in absolute awe of biology. It's just incredible that we're sitting here having this conversation. It's with language, that there are little sound waves that you're perceiving and understanding. I mean, it's just, and I think the brain represents the apex of incredible in terms of biology. Like the heart is interesting, the immune system is interesting, the liver is interesting, but the brain is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, think about the number of different ways you can.
Think about the God's intelligence, man. Like like according to your belief, we don't know how it works, but I'm sure that there must be a lot of things that can surprise you. Like if you can start understanding, probably you'll be more surprised than the human brain on other things in this universe.
Yeah, if you can be blown away by the human brain acting the way it does, imagine creating the entire universe.
Or yeah, which requires great intelligence according to their belief. So that intelligence is not, creating any surprise in you. All state. Anyway, this is just repetition, but he's also repeating.
Move your body compared to another species.
Mm-hmm.
Think about what you did today. Think about what I was attempting to do today, right?
Yeah.
Spectacular. Think about technology, these lights, the, Tesla cars, spaceships. I mean,
Yeah.
the internet. I mean, unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, oh, so real.
Yeah.
So, we could talk a bit about how well, I'll just say this. Secretly, I've always prayed. I grew up in a split religion home. My family's like the UN. We've got people from Guatemala, Denmark, Argentina, New York. Like all the different political battles are in my family. Super left, super right, libertarians, lefties to the, it's crazy. Thanksgivings can be difficult.
Yeah.
But I'll say this, I absolutely pray. I absolutely love that the idea, but also what for me is really a deep belief, which is that we can't control everything. We're not in as much control as we think we are. And that the magnificence of biology and the magnificence of
I think so far, like the title, is done right. Like why he believes in God because he looks into biology. She's surprised. That's why he believes
This
in God.
is, yes, it's another version of look at the trees.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I don't know, like the prayer part. Should we listen more? Okay, let's see what he's saying.
of nature is it, it's it's impossible for me to conceive how that could come about any other way. It just is. Now, yeah, I think that, full stop.
Who do you pray to?
That's an interesting one because I think God. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I absolutely do. I've actually started reading the Bible recently, start to finish. I feel like it's my duty to like learn and in some sense compare Old and New Testament.
Mhm.
I'm really interested in the stories, but I'm fascinated by.
I'm very surprised. Like, how come he didn't start with Bhagavad Gita or Quran? Like, why do you think so, Julie? Can you tell me why he didn't start with Bhagavad Gita or Quran?
Giving you
It's a
peace.
mystery.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry. Now you can speak, I think. If it's not playing. Okay, maybe you're busy. I can answer the question. So,
Couldn't do it.
Answered.
And it was all
oh, it's playing on your side still, and I don't hear you. When you open your mic, I can hear the audio.
wanted
Yeah,
to
because
have a
it's
deeper
playing on your
relationship
side.
to
It's not. It's not
why
playing.
It's
would I
not
have that?
playing on
Well,
your side.
duh.
It's not.
That's like saying I want to
Oh,
be
oh,
fit.
it's
Why
too
Why
I'm
is
loud.
it
I'm
playing
not
on
fit?
my
Well, because you're not running
All
your
right, I'm gonna mute you. It's too loud. Now let me decrease the audio. Okay.
That was weird.
Okay, now
Why did it keep playing on my side?
I don't know.
You
Anyway,
paused it?
I'm waiting for a long time after I asked the question.
Oh, why he went back to Christianity? I said back. I don't know if he was, but he said that his family is from all over Christian places, which
That's the
gives you a
answer,
good
right?
indication.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
answer. So why such people start with those specific ones? Because they live in those countries where it's the major religion, right? Why
Culture.
a Hindu scientist who is interested in religions starts with Hinduism or Buddhism because of the location, right? Why an Italian kid first becomes a Christian, not a Muslim, because of their parents, right?
Hmm.
The story of us, right?
And it's
the story of
usually, I did my own research, which basically means I confirmed my already pre existent bias.
Yeah. Let's see more.
everything. And so, but yeah, I pray out loud in the morning, sometimes again in the middle of the night if I wake up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only recently that I've been doing this more often.
It's giving you
Yeah.
peace.
Oh
Or
my goodness, it's given me so much. It's given me peace.
Fuck. I'm done. I'm done, Julie. I don't want to waste
That
more
bored.
time. Yeah, like this is so boring. Like I pray because it gives me peace. I do yoga because it gives me peace. I pray 5 times to Allah because it gives me peace. Okay, so that means God is real.
You know, I've seen this guy. He talks a lot about how the brain works and how cortisol, how you can hack into your brain mechanics to improve certain things. I thought he was going to talk about the utility of praying, that
Mm-hmm.
maybe the way that it affects your brain and how it improves your
Mm-hmm.
life
Probably he will
somehow.
talk.
No,
They
that would
started
have been a
already.
better answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's another end, yeah, for